or the title of Son of God or God as the second person of the Trinity.
Yeah.
They do not believe. So you see, it's the same person. Now you're saying just because the Romans would accept. To be honest, I really have to look into this. I haven't looked into. How can the Romans or anyone else take?
Because they were pagans,
something,
and pagans had a more flexible mentality about gods and stuff. They had many gods for different aspects of their life. You know, now
just like the Hindus do.
Yeah,
the Hindus.
Like the Egyptians.
For the Hindus, if a tree is something that is beneficial to them, they start worshipping the tree. Or if an animal is something beneficial to them, they start worshipping the animal.
Yeah.
Yes?
Those are the polytheists. Now the monotheists, which are the people who believe in one God, are more difficult to deal with. That's why the Romans, in the beginning, they were sending Christians to the Colosseum to be devoured by lions, because Christians didn't. The same with Muslims, same with Jews. They didn't accept to do that compromise of just becoming part of the pantheon, of making Jesus as part of the Roman pantheon of gods. They didn't accept it because they only believed in one God.
Maybe it is the other way around. Maybe the Christians got it from the Romans. Yes? Remember, like Zeus and his son
got Jesus from the Romans.
Not Jesus. God, son of God. That concept, they got it from the Romans. Because the Romans at that time were the ones who were basically the political party, and they were the ones who...
I think you believe that Christians have two gods. It's not exactly...
I didn't say two gods.
I mean, it's God, son of God.
Yeah, so God,
You're
son
saying
of God...
that they got that idea from the Romans.
Yes. Why not?
Why do you think they got it from the Romans?
Because this is something not from the Abrahamic faith. So if you look at Judaism, they did not believe that God is a human being. The Romans, on the other hand, they used to believe that God can be a human being, and God can have sons, and God can have other family members, like mother or, I don't know, daughter or something.
Like Zeus.
Yes, Zeus. So Zeus and Hercules, father and son, is something which was quite common among the Romans, and their understanding.
They were creating demigods like Hercules.
Yeah, so you see, like you said, Jesus was a lesser god, which is a demigod.
Well,
see what I mean? So this concept maybe came from the Romans.
There's a possibility, but look, we're kind of straying.
So my initial question to you was, because you do not somehow consider yourself from the Abrahamic faith, you're saying, I have my own beliefs. And you're saying you believe in a God who is God conscious.
Yes.
Yes? Now how did you come to that?
History. If you look at history, there are many different religions, many different cultures and faiths that have a different kind of consciousness.
Okay.
For example, the Aztecs believed that they needed to sacrifice people to rip out their hearts, to offer them to their sun god, or else the sun would stop shining in the sky. The Egyptians believed that they needed to mummify their leaders, their pharaohs, and to give them riches, so they would be rich in the other side, in the other world.
So what do you think of those kind of...
They're different mentalities, different consciousness.
No, but would you agree with ripping off hearts in order to please the gods?
I don't. There's better consciousness.
Okay, would you agree with sacrificing a human being to please for the atonement of people?
I don't, but that proves my point, you know, because my point is, when people get isolated in different parts of Earth, their conscience is different, very, very different. And what we perceive as moral here might be perceived as completely preposterous in the other side of Earth. That means that conscience is a very malleable thing.
So you're saying morals are subjective, in other words?
Of course.
Of course they are. We don't deny that. But do you think there are such thing as objective morality? You don't think so?
No,
so how would human beings come to a conclusion if everything is subjective? For example, for you today, homosexuality might be wrong, yes, and tomorrow for other people it might be right. So how does a human being, from your perspective, come to an understanding that yes, we have to now decide who's right and who's wrong?
That's a good question, and there's a very clear answer to that.
Which is?
It's because it works. If it works, if a certain morality, if a certain way of thinking works, it will prosper. If it doesn't work, it will die out.
Oh,
that's how history has been working.
You're saying if something prospers, it is right. Is that what you're saying?
Basically.
Okay, let me ask you something. Tomorrow, if the society decides that incest is okay, to sleep with the mother and the daughter...
Incest does not work. It has been proven to not work.
You know what? That
science.
is exactly what people said about homosexuality 50 years ago.
No, but look. There's actual proof that incest doesn't work.
How do you know it doesn't work? How do you know it doesn't work?
Inbreeding, exactly.
Have you ever seen
So you're
exactly.
saying, wait, let me ask you this. Are you saying that incest with a father and a son is okay? There's no need.
Not.
No.
But how does it not work?
Because it makes people corrupt.
How?
Look,
I give you an
how
example
does
of
it
father
make-
and son.
Okay, wait.
The string of DNA.
My friend,
How
I give you
does
an example
how
of
does
father
me
and son.
how does
Explain
me
me that.
how does me
won't
just
listen to
stealing something
science.
from a person and running
they
away?
go then?
How does incest make me corrupt?
bring up
If I steal
no,
it
no.
and I
Stealing
don't get
something,
punished
listen,
for it,
listen.
I will do it again and again.
Shall I
and
tell you
again because
why your
it's
example is completely off the mark here? I'll tell you
Why
why.
is it?
Because in stealing, you're hurting someone. Yes? What is incest? Incest is where two adults, they have agreed to make love. Just like homosexuality. Yes, you got two consenting adults.
I'd
They
say
decide-
the baby's going to be hurting quite a lot if it's inbred too bad.
Do you mind? Let me finish my statement. Alright? Two consenting adults, they say that we love each other. The father and the son have decided to love each other. Okay? Because it's a father, male and male, there is no problem about procreation. So any objection you have with regards to them procreating is out the window. Now wait. If you have no objection to homosexuality, why should you have a objection to someone? You know, there are many people out there who say that we want to commit incest. And in
Because
fact,
family is a very important entity in the survival
again?
of society.
Say again?
Family is an important entity in the survival of a society. And if father and son fuck each other in the most literal of ways, it rips apart the fabric of family.
Yeah.
wait,
It's
the
not
same,
moral.
Would you not say the same thing?
It doesn't work.
Would you not say the
doesn't
same thing
work.
about homosexuality?
No.
Why not?
Homosexuality is not father and I mean, it might be father and son, but that's incest. And I'm against incest.
Why? Why are you against
It's the
incest?
same thing. It's not the same thing.
Why? I didn't say the same.
Incest
Of
is
course it's
father
different.
and son.
No one says it's
It's
the same thing.
people from the same family fucking each other.
But
which-
what's wrong with that? They say they're loving each other.
Because it corrupts family. It
How?
corrupts the fabric of family.
How does it corrupt? You-
How
if
does
you-
it look?
look.
If I go home, if you go home and
No,
fuck
no.
your mother, does it not corrupt?
Look,
the
look,
family?
I'm not for incest. Just to, I know why.
Neither. Exactly.
Okay, I don't know why you're getting agitated. Calm down.
I'm not getting
I'm trying to make you understand why it is psychologically acceptable for certain people and not acceptable for you. You see the point I'm making? Remember the point, the reason I brought this point up is to show you what is subjective morality and what is the difference between objective
You are
morality.
comparing homosexuality to incest.
No, I'm not comparing.
Yes, you are.
No,
You're saying
no,
they're the
no.
same thing.
No, they're not the same thing. I never said that.
Yes, you did.
No, don't put
Yeah,
my
you did.
I said if you don't have a problem with homosexuality, where two consenting adults make love, why should you have a problem with two consenting family members making love? That was my point.
Yeah, you're comparing homosexuality.
I'm not comparing.
Yes,
I'm
you are. You are literally comparing
then.
homosexuality.
Okay.
to,
Let's say I'm
to
comparing.
incest.
I'm comparing. What is your objection
To what?
to incest?
To incest. I just told you my objection 10 times.
Okay.
You,
So you have a problem. You have a problem with that, right?
with incest?
Yeah,
I
you
do.
have a problem. Okay.
Hashim.
What about those people who
Hashim.
want to commit incest? What would you tell them?
But if I'm against incest, I'm against people who want to commit incest.
You see what I've just done here. I've showed you that in society you cannot have harmony just based on subjective morality. Because you see
Obviously not.
Hear me.
Where did I disagree
Let me
with that?
finish and you'll understand the point I'm trying to make. You see how strongly you disagree with incest. And I'm totally with you. I oppose it as strongly as you, maybe more.
All right.
Yes? The point I was trying to make here is this, that when you live in a society and you have subjective morality, left, right, and center, you'll have disharmony in the society. Because like you'll keep saying, no, it is wrong. It is wrong. It's absolutely wrong. You know, trust me, 50 years, in fact, less than 50 years from today, yes, there were people who were opposed to homosexuality in this country and elsewhere, just as strongly opposing it as you are. In fact, some people used to go to jail for that because it was against the law. Not only in this country, in other countries as well. But today, it has become acceptable. You know why? Because
No, it hasn't.
I don't know which society he's living in.
No,
Maybe
listen,
somebody should
listen,
enlighten him.
Listen. I know what you're talking about.
It's not against the law anymore. That's
know-
what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're talking about. Look, I'm really against incest because it has been proven, scientifically proven.
Bro, I've already
to
agreed
be,
with you that I'm against it as well. But what I'm trying to tell you is that there are people in the society.
It's not against the law here in the UK right now.
It is against the law, incest. It is
What are
against
you
the law.
talking about? Where is it
What
not against
I'm
the law?
telling you is that there are societies and there are people today, yes, who want to commit incest.
Where?
Well, go to Holland, for example.
Holland.
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, there are people also who want to have sex with animals, and they want to legalize that. I think in Germany there are brothels for animal sex. Yes, for